Hi everyone, I'm Rob Schmidt, and I've got some comments with regard to the Trayvon Martin shooting in Florida, the tragic shooting based on the Stand Your Ground legislation. First of all, what exactly gave the racist George Zimmerman, and I say racist in part because according to ABC News, he had made 49 911 calls to the authorities with regards to blacks in the last year. In the last year, 49 calls. What gave this racist any type of probable cause to follow Trayvon Martin around after he was doing what his parents asked, and nobody at the store has accused Trayvon Martin of any type of illegal activity, shoplifting, no type of violent behavior. He did what he was told to do. And unlike George Zimmerman, Trayvon Martin had no criminal history whatsoever. So what exactly gave George Zimmerman the probable cause? Keep in mind, the 911 call said you don't need to do this, so where's the probable cause? I would also like to congratulate Shepard Smith of the Fox News Channel for this past Thursday having Representative Dennis Baxley on. He's the gentleman who wrote the Stand Your Ground legislation in Florida, and he said that this did not apply to George Zimmerman. If the guy that wrote it said it doesn't apply, it doesn't apply. Based on what I've heard, if it applies to anyone, it's Trayvon Martin. I think Trayvon Martin had the right to stand his ground as this guy, this racist, was following him, making phone calls. George Zimmerman was the guy acting suspiciously, and Trayvon Martin was the guy who had the right to stand his ground. Unfortunately, he's dead. I would also like to ask, if you're going to be part of a group, don't you need to follow their rules? And I'm going to cut to the chase. Are there any recognized members of the Neighborhood Watch who would be willing to testify in a court of law that they actually voted for George Zimmerman to be their leader because otherwise he's got no grounds to be out there at all? I would also like to congratulate President Obama for realizing that the local Florida authorities were completely inept, in my opinion, even racist. Because not only did they wait at least 3 days, they left the body on the slab for 3 days before making any attempt to contact his parents, and my condolences to Trayvon Martin's parents. From what I can see, they were raising a good kid. Not only did they do that, but they made no attempt to do anything with George Zimmerman. As Peter Tilden pointed out, if you do that in Los Angeles, you're going down to county, they're going to take your weapon, they're going to run ballistics on it, they're going to question you, and they're going to run some tests on you to find out what's going on. This is like the Wild Wild West. Ladies and gentlemen, just because there's a higher percentage of blacks in jail does not mean that anyone can go following a black person around just because they're black, and that's the only reason I can see it. Where's the probable cause? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this one, so please share them with me in the YouTube message center, and may God be with you in 2012.